Welcome back to the channel. On this playlist of building machine learning, I wanted to get into what is AI versus machine learning. These are concepts that are brought up quite interchangeably, and I find that a lot of people are actually confused. This is also where people need to understand that different roles fall within data science that specialize in each segment. But you find a lot of people, as I said, don't really understand the differences and where some of these technologies come from. I'm going to go through that, and then I'm also going to give an explanation of where some of the specific models and specific fields within AI and machine learning come from and how they are interlinked with one another. I'm also going to later speak on what I'm going to do in the next episode, which is deep learning and what is a neural network. But people must understand, where does all of that come from? I'm also going to speak on reinforced learning and something called reinforced learning human feedback loop. But where does that all come from and how does it all fit into the picture? I'll probably name this AI versus machine learning versus deep learning, because I'm going to cover all three. But when we say this, when we're talking about this, right, is AI greater than machine learning? Is machine learning greater than AI? Or is AI equal to machine learning? What is it? I think when we're thinking about it like this, or in this regard, or AI versus ML, artificial intelligence versus machine learning versus deep learning, this is where a lot of the confusion comes from. But when we actually go back to the source to say, okay, what is AI? AI is actually a branch of computer science, right, that develops systems that perform tasks at human intelligence level, right? It's very important for people to understand what this is. So the systems that are being built are either software systems, robotic systems, but you're building a system that performs a variety of tasks at human intelligence level. Now, some of the terms that you hear more often, you hear terms like artificial general intelligence, super intelligence. What it is now you're trying to say, what level is it at human intelligence, or does it exceed human intelligence, right? Now, when we're talking about the tasks, okay, like what tasks are we talking about? What tasks are you requiring? Are you requiring the system to perform, right? So these tasks can be tasks of discovery, tasks to infer. So I'll just say read between the lines. Your tasks that require reason, or just say problem solve. Now, this is what AI is, right? But what is machine learning, right? Machine learning is a specialization of AI, right? That teaches these systems to learn from data to make predictions and or just say or decisions. Now, machine learning is a specialization of artificial intelligence where you're trying to teach the same system that's performing a task, but you're asking it to learn from data without being programmed. So when you're saying programmed, that without being given instructions, without being given rules, to learn from the data to be able to make a decision or a prediction. Now, this is where now you say, okay, when you go into the field of machine learning, you say, okay, how does it learn? Now, the methods that are there on how it learns, there's something called supervised learning, there's something called unsupervised learning, there's also something called reinforced learning, right? And reinforced learning leads to something which is very important. It leads to something called RLHF, which is called reinforced learning human feedback loop, right? Oh, not human feedback loop, reinforced learning human feedback. This becomes so important because this is used in the final stages of training a chatbot or a large language model. So this is where now I don't want to go too specific because you can find I can then begin to confuse people. But it's very important that people understand where all of this is coming from. But what I'll do is I'm going to make an episode where I speak about reinforced learning later in the playlist. But remember, we're asking the question here of how does it learn? So the different methods of how does the system learn from the data, right? And then the method that's used to the method that's used for the system to learn or the software to learn how to do this. That's where these ideas come from, right? Now, when we go, I think one of the best ways to put it is people must understand that AI is the main field. Then within AI, machine learning falls in AI, right? Then within machine learning, there is something called deep learning. Now, deep learning brings, it's also a specialization of artificial intelligence, which uses a different method. So it uses something called neural networks. I'm going to make a specific episode on neural networks. But this is also something that becomes extremely important for people to understand, like to say, where does all of this come from, right? Now, before I lose my train of thought, when we're now talking about, okay, the field of artificial intelligence, right? So we're trying to get systems to perform human tasks or perform tasks at human intelligence. And we're now saying part of those things we're trying to say discover, we're trying to say read between the lines, to infer, to reason, and to problem solve. Now, people must understand that within the field of artificial intelligence, there is different things. For example, within just say within the field of AI, there is vision. So to see, right? You're seeing this a lot, like, for example, when you're building autonomous vehicles, how do they see what's on the road? How do they make that decision? You see that there is language. So language, we can say text, we can say speech. And this is the one which we can say has had a big boom because people have seen this in the form of ChatGPT, right? We can say motion. So motion is, you can say robotics, right? Now, when we're talking about fields within artificial intelligence, right? We can be able to say, for example, there's been other fields as well. Like when we say text, right? We can say there's something called natural language programming, right? And then natural language programming, you find, then evolved to the use of something called transformer architecture. Former architecture, which uses the neural network, and also you find that has been the basis of large language models, which is ChatGPTs. So what I'm trying to say is the field itself has got specializations within it, and those specializations have also been a part of the technological advances. And those technological advances have led to the moment where we're at right now. But also these technologies are used interchangeably, and being used interchangeably, remember, it's the main goal is to perform the tasks at human level or exceed human level. And this is where you find that there's so many fields within, right? Now when we talk about deep learning, we're talking about neural networks. One of the biggest transformations, as I said, or was deciding factor, was the arrival of the transformer, right? When we're talking about in vision, right, we're using something called a CNN, right? There was a huge moment, I think it was called AlexNet, but it was a convolutional neural network. So this is a model which was built, which performed the task of vision very well. So you can say CNN. What I'm trying to do is, I'm going to stop here. But what I'm trying to do is to say that within these fields, the major subsets and major fields within AI and what's trying to be accomplished, because of advancements within the subsets of AI, which is machine learning and deep learning, those advancements have been used to move the fields forward. While each of the field had something which would you say was a foundational technologies or ideas which were being used and then are able to move faster. As you can see now, you find in the field of robotics, now you're finding that the robotics are now are being given the speech element, being given the text element because of the chat GPT, right? So this is something which is very important, which people must understand, that these technological advancements which people are seeing is within the field of artificial intelligence, and because of all those changes are now beginning to reflect. Just so that I can finish off my train of thought, as I said, I'm going to speak about the reinforced learning in the next episode. No, in the later episodes, and how this leads to reinforced learning feedback loop. Now, this reinforced learning feedback loop is when you're training a large language model. At the one of the final stages, you find this reinforced learning human feedback is used to train the large language model, which is the ChatGPT, at the end to say, okay, this is the most ideal human responses. So even when these, the reason why data science, the field of AI, is such an exciting field is it's taken so many different advancements from different fields. Not only computer science, we used statistics, it used mathematics, calculus, algebra in order to do that. I'm going to explain the algebra and the calculus in later in the different architectures, but just know that when I now do an episode where I'm talking about the transformer architecture, when I'm now talking about the large language model, when I'm now talking about reinforced learning feedback loop, when I'm now talking about CNN, how does it fit in all of this, and where does it all come together? I think you need to have this mental model to understand. Otherwise, you find a lot of people begin to get confused and get lost, because remember, this is now where people now go hyper specific, because now the deep learning on its own is something that is profoundly complicated but can be understood if taken step by step. Thank you so much. I think that's it from me. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon on the next episode.